Hi, please join me for this module in which we are going to take a look at big data and cloud security. Cloud and big data are two of the major developments that have taken place in the IT industry recently and have been on the forefront of development within the networking and the IT industry. However, these two developments, along with a few other developments which we are going to look at later in this module, for example SDN, we'll see that new security challenges and new network defense challenges have arisen. So we are going to take a look at those challenges and how we can overcome those challenges and the tools that we have available in order to defend our infrastructures against those challenges. But first of all, let's take a brief look at what is cloud and what is the emerging paradigm of cloud security. As most of you would understand that cloud computing is the new paradigm within the IT industry, where most of the services are now available on cloud instead of being available on premises, and most of the vendors across the industry have their own strategies for adopting and leveraging the opportunities that have arisen as a result of cloud computing and big data. So all the vendors, whether they are vendors or cloud providers or ISPs, all of them are adopting strategies for implementing cloud computing and big data within their business practices. However, because of this adoption, there are certain challenges that have arisen, and the major challenges, as you would understand, are because most of the cloud infrastructures are based on open source code or open source tools, and plus most of the cloud infrastructure or services are accessed using APIs. So this opens doors for new security threats and challenges for implementing security within the cloud infrastructure. And because this is a new paradigm, therefore the traditional security approaches are no more sufficient, are no more enough for making sure that our cloud infrastructures are secure the same way as our traditional infrastructures were secure. So this means that the least that it means for engineers like you and me is that instead of having security engineers whom we call field engineers, we need to have security engineers or experts who are cloud experts as well, which means that they need to be able to understand the cloud, and they should be able to understand the security requirements within a cloud environment. And in order to understand those security requirements and in the cloud and big data era, this means that we now have to do a lot of analysis on the security threats or on the traffic which is trying to enter our infrastructures or our data centers or cloud infrastructures, and which can cause threats or which can cause disruption in our services. So we need to be able to do big data analysis of those attacks, of those attack vectors, as well as the attackers who are trying to attack our infrastructures. So this is a more complicated scenario, more complicated situation, which we need to take care of and needs more expertise and needs more experience from the network security teams as compared to the traditional network infrastructures. So whenever we are working with analysis, or when we have a large amount of data, we say that we are doing big data analysis, and big data analysis itself is probably not enough. What we combine with big data is the concept of machine learning. We're going to discuss machine learning and big data a little bit more detail in the next few slides within this set of videos. However, just to give you an overview, that basically machine learning means that you are trying to automate it. The machine learning in context of big data means that you are trying to automate the tasks of big data analysis. So instead of us having to do manual analysis on big data, we can take help from machine learning, and the tasks of analysis can be automated, where we can have the sample data, we convert it into a feature vector which can be used for training our model or training our machine to do the analysis automatically. So we develop a computing model, and then the analysis can be done on an automatic basis. So these are the basic trends which are emerging in the industry, and we need to understand these trends, and we need to understand the new tools that are available to us for implementing those security measures within our infrastructure. In the next video, we are going to look at these trends one by one, and we are going to look at them in detail and then we'll be able to develop a better understanding of what these emerging trends exactly are, and what are the security challenges, and how we can overcome those challenges, and what are the tools that are available to us for overcoming those challenges. So let's look at the next video. But before we go on to the next video, let's first take a look at this particular slide. In this slide, we see that the emerging trends include the three main emerging trends which we are going to cover include the big data based proactive defense, the fine-grained distributed protection in case of software-defined security, and then the cloud-based security services. So these are the three trends which we are going to focus in the next few videos, in the next few minutes, which include the big data based defense, software-defined security, and cloud-based security services. So I'll see you in the next video with these three concepts.